Time for a tough conversation today. So, the challenge I have is I'm trying to understand the words that people use today to describe certain things. It used to be that the term was a block. People have blockages, and a lot of healing modalities deal with these blockages. Now, I don't see them as blockages. I see them as undelivered messages. And I see the message as having a payload, a value, if you will. And part of the magic words is not only to deliver the message, but to extract and profit from the value that message contains. So here's the challenge I have the people I want to reach probably use the word blocks. So I need to use the word blocks in order to get their attention. However, I have to challenge some of their assumptions, because they want the blocks cleared. So, like I say, I don't do that. I discover the message, and instead of throwing out the value, I extract it and let the person receive it and benefit from it. So I've put together a list of exercises around what are commonly called the abundance blocks. And these exercises do exactly that. They process the undelivered messages that are around money. Like money is the root of all evil. That there may be a script inside of you that says that, because that was the stew that you were steeped in when you were a kid. And if it's there, what may happen is when you work towards a success story, then all of a sudden you may self-destruct, or you may self-sabotage, or that script takes you off course, shiny object syndrome, any number of things, because if you have this underlying belief that money is the root of all evil or something to that effect, then why on earth would you be safe making money, right? And when it comes to energy work, subconscious work, awakening, consciousness, safety is the number one factor. If your body does not feel safe, then it's not going to happen no matter what. So here's the controversial statement. Even after all of these things have been processed, if we go through every one of the so-called abundance blocks, and we process all of those undelivered messages, we dissolve or remove the need for the script to stay there, this is still not going to make you abundant. What it will do is give you the ability to not self-sabotage, to not self-destruct, if you're heading in a direction that would otherwise have triggered this undelivered message to create a state of unsafety. So that's the value of going through these exercises. Now, you may say, I don't have these beliefs, and consciously, you may not. But subconsciously, you may. And that's where the challenge comes in. Undelivered messages in the subconscious can be really, really challenging, and you typically see the patterns, and the patterns repeat time and time again, and eventually you catch on, and that's when the message gets delivered. I'm speeding that process up for you immensely. I'm happy to have you go through the series and see, what magic moments come up for you as you go through, and you're like, oh, this pattern no longer repeats. That's my desire, my wish for you is great success, but you still have to know what to do, and you still have to get it done.